Hi, Professor Grunlin here. Our next few chapters are about the micronutrients, so vitamins and minerals. We're going to look at the vitamins first, and I'd like to make some introductory comments to get you started. Vitamins are all organic molecules. We can actually make some of them, but we can't make enough of any of them to carry out all the body functions, so we do have to have them in our diet. Vitamins are categorized as to whether they're water-soluble or fat-soluble. The water-soluble vitamins are absorbed from the GI tract into our blood supply and circulate to the cells. Generally, excess water-soluble vitamins are not stored in the body, but rather the excess are excreted, usually through the urine. As a result, you'll need to eat foods containing those vitamins regularly. Fat-soluble vitamins, on the other hand, are absorbed with the rest of the fats and end up in those chylomicrons for delivery to the cells. These vitamins generally are stored in the body, so they can be consumed a bit more irregularly. Unfortunately, because they are stored, if you get too much of them, they are more likely to reach those toxic levels and have toxicity effects. Although people eating a normal diet generally do not reach toxic levels, people who eat a lot of fortified foods and take high-dose supplements can. Those upper limit values that we studied in previous chapters, they're set to avoid those toxicity symptoms. The vitamins are essential for a variety of body functions. One of the most important is their role as coenzymes in our metabolic processes. For example, we recently looked at the production of ATP in this course, and many of the enzymes required for those chemical reactions use the B vitamins as coenzymes. If you are B vitamin deficient, you may not be able to make ATP efficiently, and as a result, you could feel a lack of energy. Many other body functions also rely on adequate amounts of our vitamins, and deficiency symptoms result when we don't have enough of them. One function that's a hot topic for nutrition research right now is their role as antioxidants. You probably have some notion of what an antioxidant is, but let's make sure the picture is clear. As you know from the metabolism chapter, we make most of our ATP via aerobic respiration. The redox reactions used in that process are very efficient. However, those reactions and other environmental stresses can lead to free radicals. Free radicals are molecules that contain unpaired electrons. I'm sure you've done some chemistry before, and you're probably aware that atoms and molecules are their most stable in their lowest energy state, and that means having paired electrons. This means that free radicals are chemically reactive. They want to pair their electrons. Unfortunately, if they react with another molecule and exchange an electron, the free radical is now paired and in a lower energy stable configuration, but the molecule they reacted with is now a free radical. You can see how this would become a chain reaction. Antioxidants break those chain reactions by donating an electron to a free radical while not becoming a free radical themselves. Antioxidants occur naturally in fruits and vegetables. Some of the best studied compounds are phytochemicals, others are vitamins and minerals. Without antioxidants, free radicals accumulate, and this leads to oxidative stress, a condition shown to cause damage to cell membranes, enzymes, and DNA, and shown to be associated with accelerated aging processes and increased risks of disorders associated with aging, such as cataracts, arthritis, macular degeneration, Parkinson's disease, and Alzheimer's. Oxidative stress is also associated in studies with increased risk for heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. Interestingly, observational studies all show similar associations between health effects and diets containing foods rich in those antioxidants. but analytical studies that look at specific antioxidants using supplements by themselves have not confirmed those findings, so more research in that area is needed. The vitamin and mineral chapters also explore the concept of bioavailability, and so I'd like to take this opportunity to familiarize you with that concept. Bioavailability means the amount of a nutrient available to the cells for use. It may seem like if a particular food you eat has a particular amount of a nutrient, then that amount should be available to the cells, but that's not the case. As food moves through the GI tract, not all of the nutrients in the food may be absorbed into the body and transported to the cells. In general, fat-soluble vitamins are better absorbed in combination with other foods containing fats so that they can be processed in the GI tract together. And vitamins in animal-derived foods are more likely to be absorbed because in plants, vitamins can pass out still attached to fiber. The amount of a vitamin absorbed and therefore bioavailable depends on several factors. One is obviously the amount of the nutrient in the food. You're going to find in general, for example, that the less time between picking a plant and eating the plant, the more vitamins it will contain. Proper storage is also important for retaining the food's nutritional value. Vitamins are organic molecules, so they are subject to breakdown over time and when exposed to various factors such as heat and light. How the food is prepared changes the amount of vitamin. For example, in general, most raw plant foods are higher in vitamins. However, vitamin A is actually more bioavailable in foods that have been gently cooked. Individual factors also affect bioavailability. For example, disorders such as celiac disease and pancreatic disorders can affect absorption. As we age, we tend to make less intrinsic factor, which results in less vitamin B12 absorbed. And alcoholics often have poor absorption of the B vitamins. Additionally, some prescription medicines, like the statins, are known to affect absorption. So you can see that the amount of the vitamin in the food may be different than the amount of the vitamin available for cellular use. Bioavailability will be discussed in another video related to mineral absorption also. As we work through the vitamin chapters, for each vitamin, we're going to look at the best food sources, the functions in the body, symptoms of deficiencies, and, if applicable, symptoms of toxicities. As you are completing your individual diet analysis project, you'll be able to determine your personal nutritional status for these vitamins, and you'll be able to determine if some dietary changes may boost that nutritional status. All right, get started on the chapter now, and as always, contact me if you have questions while working through that content.